All right, so I'm sat here with almighty Creed Moyo, obviously top-rated welterweight, undefeated welterweight, coming up against Sheldon Schulz on the 21st of October on Boxing 5 Promotions. Firstly, Creed, how you doing?
I'm good, my brother. Thank you for this interview again. It's a pleasure to be here again.
All right, and you're training with Shannon Stratham. You guys are doing good work. Obviously, so far so good in your career, but you're coming up against a tricky southpaw. What's your thoughts on Sheldon Schulz?
I think this is a good test for me. It's a good test for my career. That's why this fight is going to determine where am I in my career. So I think it's a very good fight for me. I really appreciate the opportunity again. So I really need to go out there and do everything that I've been practicing, everything that I've been doing in the gym. So I think it's a good fight for me.
And obviously a good experience as well, but are you moving up to welterweight? Let's talk about that as well, because obviously you had to make adjustments in your career for a while. You were a junior welterweight. What prompted the change?
So I felt like I was more bigger and stronger now. I feel more bigger and stronger. Cutting down to junior welterweight was a little bit of a struggle to me. So I feel more comfortable and very stable in 147. So yeah, I think welterweight is good for me.
And early in your career, you were known as like this knockout puncher, and then you had a fight where you obviously you didn't get a knockout, which was a while back at the Carousel. Since then, do you feel like your power has returned?
My power is back. That's literally the reason why I moved up to 147, because I was like, I wasn't feeling more stronger. I was cutting a lot of weight. So on my last fight, I proved I'm back, and the power is back. That's why I could stop that guy at 147.
You mentioned to me off camera, obviously, you have big dreams, ambitions. You want to go fight in America one day, and obviously seeing Nomeva carrying out some of his dreams. Also, you're also good friends with him as well. Someone like him, let's talk about Nomeva. I mean, is he an inspiration to you?
He's my role model. He's my brother. He's my role model. So I feel like I don't owe him. That's what he said to me. He's like, my boy, you don't owe me nothing. But for me to start all this journey, it's been him. From the amateur level to the professional level, it's been him. He took me for my first professional fight. He's been guiding me. Like now in my preparations, he was always making time for me. He come here, he showed me, he talks to me, he mentor me all the time. So I'm looking up on him like he's my role model.
I'd say you guys are similar but different. You know, obviously you carry a little bit more power than Nomeva does, but Nomeva's got a very good fighting style, very difficult style for opponents to figure out, and a very good style on the international level. Now, your style, your actual style, where did you get that from?
He taught me. He taught me. So then we started working with Shane. Shane started polishing up. He polished up from everything that I knew. So he was like, okay, here you need to do this, there you need to do that. So yeah, so from he, I got everything from him. That weird style of his, yeah. Because a lot of people will say he's not smart, is that, is this, is that. But it's very weird, bro. Nomeva is weird, trust me.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, he's been in big fights, and I think you saw his career rise. He went to about, I think, 17-0, you know, Nomeva I'm talking about, and obviously was a great fighter, and still is a great fighter. But, I mean, for you personally, what are your goals? Like, do you want to, obviously it's your career now, but what are your goals in your career?
So, I want to be a world champion, my brother. Honest truth, I want to be a world champion. That's why I am doing everything that I'm doing. I'm staying on the parallel path all the time. The only thing that I do is to come to the gym. My weekend is different. I'm always in the gym. So I feel like I really want to be a world champion. I want to be, one time they say Creed is now international. You see, so it's a good thing to fight local. You build a name, you keep on working very hard, you do good. Then when I get the international exposure, I would really appreciate, and I feel like I'm growing, so I really want to be a world champion. But I know it takes time. It's one step at a time, 1% better every time.
Well, you mentioned one step at a time, and you also mentioned local fights. Obviously, that's what's occurring now with you and Sheldon Schulz. He's a southpaw, so it's something a little bit different for you as well to level up on. How dangerous do you think your opponent is?
It's not dangerous. It's not dangerous. There's nothing hard in fighting a southpaw. I feel like it goes with your preparations. If you prepare very well, you will see everything coming. So it's there's nothing tricky. I feel like a lot of people say it's hard to fight a southpaw, but the southpaws they don't say it's hard to fight an orthodox. Why do we undermine ourselves as orthodox? You need to believe in yourself. To say I'll go out there and fight, even if it's left-handed or right-handed. Remember, he didn't choose to be left-handed. He didn't choose to be right-handed. So you have to believe you've got an upper hand on him. So there's nothing like saying a southpaw is hard. Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao very easy, but he's a way good southpaw. So it's one of the things that we as boxers must understand. I can't say I'm an orthodox, so a southpaw is very hard. There's nothing hard. If you prepare very well, you can see the punches coming. You can score, throw good punches and score good points. So there's nothing hard, brother.
All right. Well, then let's talk to his boxing ability. Then, so let's take away the stances. As a boxer, what is your thoughts on him?
I won't say anything more on top of whatever he is. I actually don't know Sheldon. The funny thing, we met a few times when we were training on the same spot. So we used to meet each other outside when we were running, we were training and all that type of things. I never had interest in him, in his career and everything. Now that they were like, oh, you're fighting Sheldon, I'm like, oh no, it's fine, it's cool. You must come, let's fight. I feel like it's a good opportunity for me. It's because I think he has got that international exposure. If I'm not mistaken, he was fighting in Dubai last month or so. So they definitely people on the outside they know him. So if it happens, I win the fight, it's gonna be a good thing for me for my career. So I'll have that exposure also.
Do you paint your nails?
I do.
What's going on? You just raised them. What's going on there? I only saw them now.
I paint my nails, brother. I just love it. I love being different. Yeah, I'm different.
All right. What's your prediction for the fight? You got 6 rounds, I believe. What's your predictions?
It's a 6-round fight. We're gonna go out there and display everything that we have. But if he steps out of line, y'all know what it is. If he steps out of line, I'm gonna take him out. Straight up. If he steps out of line, I'm taking him out.
And do you have a message for Sheldon Schulz before you step in the ring with him?
I wish him all the best of luck. Make sure wherever he is training. There's no bad blood, but the honest truth is, if you're fighting, you're going there to kill someone. You want to take someone's head off. But at the end of the day, he has got a family. I've got a family. Those people need me, and his family need him too. So all the best to him, all the best to me too. So we're just gonna go out there and meet each other. Yeah. So I'm not gonna. There's no insults, nothing, because at the end of the day, we're both men. We're human. So we're gonna still see each other and say, you insulted me that time. I'm not scared of him. First things first. Don't hear me wrong. I'm not scared of him, but I don't insult. That's not me. Yeah.
All right. So we'll see you in the ring and see what you guys are doing. Obviously, first things first. Get to the weigh-in, scope each other out, see what each other's about. Lastly, do you have any thank yous, any shout-outs?
The first thing, I want to big a shout out to Boxing 5, Uncle Larry, Colin Nathan. I really appreciate this opportunity again. This is the second time I'm fighting under Boxing 5 promotions, so it's a good step. I really do appreciate. I give credit to them. Second thing, I want to thank my family. For them, it's not easy for them to allow me to be in this sport. We see guys die each and every time. Rest in peace to Malindi. He didn't die in the ring, obviously, but he's a boxer, so you know how elders are. They're like, you boxers always die, you understand? Because you get targeted, apparently. So I really want to give a big shout out to my family. Third thing, I want to give a big shout out to my team, Shannon, Hisham. So I really want to give a big thanks to them, Shannon, Hisham, and Pelo, my strength and conditioning coach. I want to thank. Who do I want to thank? I want to thank my girlfriend. She's been there for me, my brother. So I want to thank my girlfriend for believing in me. She believes in me. She's up and down with my boxing things, with my boxing stuff. So really appreciate. And for Boxing 5, I'll always appreciate Boxing 5. And thank you so much for this interview, my brother.